What the haters talking about?
What's up, family? According to a report in the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, on November 9th, 44-year-old Kiana Burns shot and killed her husband, 46-year-old Ronell Burns, before turning the gun on herself and taking her own life in a tragic murder-suicide. The Sandy Springs Police Department says that no one was in the house at the time of the killing. However, the couple left behind 8 children who will now grow up without either of their parents. Prior to moving to the Atlanta area, Kiana and Ronell were the owners of For His Glory Ministries and Critique Design, Beauty, and Barber Salon in St. Louis, Missouri, but had relocated in an attempt to grow their entrepreneur ventures. Unfortunately, that move proved to be too difficult for the family. Back in October, Kiana took to Facebook Live to express her pain and asked anybody that was listening for their love and support. She wrote, "Like real talk, I have some very positive people on my timeline, and they help me through my gloomy days because yes, I do have them. Honestly, if I'm being totally perfectly honest, I'm having one right now. And the reason I'm going live is sometimes you got to reach out and tell people that you need love, you need support, you need care. You just need a hug. And honestly, you guys, I need that. I need that right now." You know, it's very difficult to judge what somebody does during a mental crisis. Having said that, it is very difficult, extremely difficult, for me to fathom leaving 8 children in this wild, wild west world without my guidance. I mean, the goal is to get as many days as you can on this earth with your babies, because they're going to need that guidance. They're going to need that support, no matter how old they get, no matter how successful they become. Ain't nothing like having the support of mom and dad. They're going to need that guidance. They're going to need that support. So many questions unanswered. They were young. So that means that ain't no way those kids got all the information they need. 44 and 46? Come on, fam. Like, it leaves you wondering, like, what the hell happened? You know, were they having marital issues? Like, you know, was there some cheating going on here? She did mention that she needed love. Financial issues, perhaps? The thing is this, fam. These problems, all of us have to understand that these problems are like objects in a rearview mirror. The further you drive away from them, the smaller those objects get. You drive away from issues. Every day you wake up, you get a new day, you get a new start. And you work your way through issues. You don't drink through them. You don't smoke through them. That ain't how you get rid of them. You don't violence your way through them. You work through issues. You know, I'm also wondering, was this a situation where, because she was a Christian woman, that she felt she could not go to a qualified professional therapist to get help? Because, you know, a lot of times people in the church, pastors specifically, will dissuade their members from going to see professional help, for seeking out professional help when they're having a mental crisis. They say, pray it away. God gonna handle it. Turn it all over to God. And then sometimes they'll have counselors in the church, but some churches, they don't have that same level of professionalism as others. Like some people just know how to talk and they know how to just talk with you or whatever, but you got to talk to people this is what they do. These people are trained therapists. They're trained to notice certain signs and give people certain information that they can use to get through these difficult times. Because we all have them. You know, I was talking to my son today. He's talking about he was feeling some kind of way. He was having anxiety and stuff like that. I said, I have that. I said, I also have depression. I have bouts of depression myself. Yes, I do. The difference is that I know it's all mental. Anytime you're going through something like a mental thing, like depression, at least I know for myself, it's all about what I'm thinking. It's the thoughts that enter my head that gives me anxiety, right? Or gives me some form of depression. It's the thoughts that I put inside my head. So the longer I allow those thoughts to live in my head, the longer my depression lasts. So I have to figure out a way to compartmentalize those issues and I move them around so that I can function. Because if I just think about these things and just constantly thinking about stuff, and usually these are things that you can't control. So if I'm constantly thinking about this stuff, then I'm constantly depressed. So I can be depressed for a matter of minutes, sometimes hours, sometimes a few days, sometimes a week or two. But that's very rare. A week or two, that's very, very, days, very, very rare. I'm talking about years can pass before I feel a slump like that. Usually my depression will last a few minutes, maybe even a few hours, but that's it. Because I'm kind of cocky in the sense that I like the idea of being in control of my own mind. That's the only thing that I really can control in life is my mind, my own mind. You know, what I think, you know. So if somebody tells me I'm this or that or whatever, I don't believe me. It's what I think of myself. It's, you know how they say you ain't this, you ain't that unless you answer to it. That's how I feel. You know, in my mind, you know, hey man, I can do anything and I'm whoever I say I am. Ain't nothing you can tell me different. It don't even matter. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing different. You see what I'm saying, fam? So a lot of the depression and anxiety and stuff that people feel is, you know, is really the thoughts that they're allowed to occupy their mind. You know? That's really what it is. It has a whole lot to do with that. But it's still good to, you know, if you feel like you need help, seek professional help. You know, you know, if you can talk to a person and you got somebody you can talk to and they can soothe you and they can help you talk you off the ledge, if you got that kind of person in your life, that's fine. But, you know, if you think you need more, if that ain't working for you, get some professional help. Don't do what this woman did. Don't do what this woman is accused of doing. Don't kill your spouse and then turn around and kill yourself and leave your children orphaned. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's selfish, fam. And like I said, it's very difficult to judge somebody in that type of position. But damn, now you left 8 children orphaned. You left 8 children basically without a mother or a father. You abandoned 8 children in this wild ass crazy world. Oh man. Not cool. Not cool at all. To the family, friends, condolences, RIP to the deceased. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?